Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. Forgive my absence. It has just been really tough. I'm not in the United States, so like a lot of moving parts with adapters and whatever accommodations, so many things. But good to see y'all. And let's get our first thing out of the way, which is the decibel check. How we doing? It's pretty loud out here. There's all kinds of nature and cars moving around. And Monero's crashed. Monero's destroyed. They got delisted from Binance and down currently 33.5%, and is currently sitting at the lowest price seen since June 29, 2022. We're okay. Sounds okay. Audio's good. All right. Let us move to the small screen. But this is the villa I am staying at down here in St. Barths with some friends. And here we go. So, oops. Thought I had it all good. There we go. Here's your Monero chart. Not looking great, right? Below all like key supports, like the old 2019 peak shattered. I mean, it's like capitulated, right? Through some swing lows, inflection point that you can see where the buyers came in to defend multitude of times over the years, but not anymore. Not this time, you're not. And man, how sad was that? I mean, they even back tested 171 as resistance, which is like I guess a bear's back test before crashing. So anyway, yeah, that's kind of the news of the day, which there really hasn't been much going on in crypto, and so you probably haven't missed me that much. What is in my drink? Oh, it's the cork. Okay, never mind. I thought there was something weird in my drink. It's just the cork got wrecked. So I'm gonna drink this. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for being here. Don't know how long I'll be live. I won't be live very long. It's got things going on down here. Seeing people and going places. Mic volume's good. Where are the naked women? Well, I don't want to get banned, so this was never going to be a possibility. But anyway, let's go to Bitcoin, man. Let's check it out. Wow, it's crazy, right? I mean, the last time I was live, Bitcoin was trading at identical price. And then a couple days even before that, it was trading at the same price. These are not 1 minute candles. These are daily, 24-hour candles. Nothing. But so there's something to be grateful for. Currently staying above 42K. Any day above 42K is a good day. But no confirmation lows, no like talking about like double bottoms, no traditional technical analysis framework, structural developments that really make sense. Because if you're talking about a range, the range is probably between 40,665 and 45K, where you have like some price action above the range and below the range. So, but you're at 43,164, so you're kind of in the dead middle of a range. So it's hard to really take like fresh action with a strategy here, right? Because you're always trying to buy low, sell high, and that's really where we're at. It's again Chop City. Not much volatility since the ETF drawdown where Bitcoin lost 21.5% of its value in I don't know, what was it, like a couple weeks? So sorry, it's like windy, there's mosquitoes, there are chickens and roosters crowing. There is wildlife I've never seen. It's beautiful out here. I highly recommend, if you are gonna ever go to the Caribbean, this is the island. You come to St. Barths. You don't go to St. Lucia or any of the other ones. You come to St. Barths, and then you can thank me after you attend the island and you participate in all that it has to offer. So, all right, that's your Bitcoin. We can go to Ethereum, man. Let's check out Ethereum. Ethereum's great, man. Ethereum's like freaking awesome. Like the bullish bat pattern reversed at the pattern completion of the PRZ, price reversal zone, and it's doing well. I mean, it actually in a way looks better than Bitcoin. It just does, because the most recent discernible event on Ethereum is a higher low or the same low as the previous low, whereas Bitcoin, the most recent discernible event, was a lower low than all the previous lows. So you just got to hand it to Ethereum. Technically, looking better, marginally better than Bitcoin. Just how it is, okay? That's great right there, man. And we can go to the 4 hour if you want to look at it again, refresh your memory. Right there. It was the bat, man, the bullish bat pattern. And it's just been consolidating and rallying, making, just on a little rally off the lows. But still, if you're talking about a range, you can clearly see the range in the 4 hour. I have so sensually posted, the horizontal rays on the bottom, 2130 and that's the bottom of the range. Top, it's like 2400. And so you're nearing the top of the range again. But it is always good to see a higher low get put in the previous lows. So that's where we are. Ethereum looking better than Bitcoin, just based on highs and lows. You could argue hidden bullish divergence. And look what's going on literally today, chat, if you can still hear me, because it's windy. The first level of positive momentum we've seen on Ethereum since January 19th. It is happening today, not yesterday, the day before, but literally today. So let us see if the buyers can continue to build more histogram wicks in the coming days and week. And then let us see a test of 2400. And if they can break it, I think you should have a very easy rally to 26 to 2800. Right back up to where we were, where the second target of the trade setup got hit officially on January 10th. So I think that attempted rally up there just to see. And then, the greater channel. The greater channel, a test of that again would be interesting, and then that could confirm a top, and we could be screwed. You just don't know. But we have confirmed a bottom locally lately, and I think that's pretty cool. All right, and if Bitcoin stays as is, and Ethereum might continue to outperform for a while, and that's okay because Ethereum is kind of a notorious thing for catching up in performance to Bitcoin eventually after Bitcoin does it, right? So if we look at just the Fibonacci, the major Fibonaccis from the highest high to the lowest low after the highest high, you understand that Ethereum is about 2 fib nodes away, 2 blocks away. Where did Bitcoin top out at the 618? If this was the Bitcoin chart, then the Ethereum would be at 33.55 and doing back tests and chopping around 2900 if they were identical in performance. So that means if Ethereum is to ever catch up in performance via Fibonacci to Bitcoin, that means there is another 43.3% upside if it's ever going to happen. I'm just saying, like that's where we'd be. And again, just to show you, because a lot of y'all know. I mean, y'all in here, y'all watch the stream, you're aware of the weeklies and the fib high to low. See the 618 up there on Bitcoin. And if we just look at the weekly real quick, with a new weekly, we have, it's a couple weeks ago, that back test at 38K, 39K, I thought was spectacular. I can't believe the amount of bids that came in there. It was wonderful. And now you're just kind of floating on up. And I think you're kind of flipping coins right now for the short term. But either way, still above a really important level, and that's always better than being below it. So I love a little bit of wine with corkage in it. Good God, that's a lot of cork. Cork's good for you, right? That's made out of, like, what? What's cork made out of?
Cork tree.
Cork tree? Chat, is that real? Is there a cork tree? Hype for the stream indeed. Hype for the stream indeed. It's been really tough getting this stuff going, man. It's just not easy. It's made out of cork. Corcupines. Cork does the body good. Cork coin. Yeah, dude, I'm all in on cork coin. Life savings. I don't know. I got a loan from the mob for cork coin. All right, so we got Bitcoin and Ethereum out of the way. If we wanted to expand on that conversation, you may not want to. I don't know. Everyone's so excited and just waiting, staring at the screen, and they want to see XRP so bad, right? Is that what's going on? Let's look at the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. Now, is below the level you really want to see it above, but it is trying to bottom out here. I can't just be excited about Ethereum to Bitcoin until buyers are capturing 5.5, 5.6 million sats, and then they're defending it, and you're staying above it, and then you're breaking above the 200-day moving average, and you're staying above the 200-day moving average. You just aren't doing that right now. So, meh, okay. It could just be bottoming out at the down here, but nothing really crazy on the chart. Okay. Been really hard looking at charts in the markets, which the stock market has been absolutely melting up like absurd stuff. Where, yeah, if you weren't in, there's nothing you can do. Like, you'd just be FOMOing right now. Facebook, a lot of them. I mean, Amazon, Google on Friday just blew up, hitting 52-week, almost, I think, multi-year highs, or close to 18-plus month highs anyway. So, okay, Ethereum, and then we look at BNB here. Huh. Interesting. So where is the momentum of the sellers? Not really there. Extending out this, it would be technically bullish consolidation because the trend has reversed, right? No one can kind of argue in the midterm. You've got a high that's higher than the previous highs. You got lows that are higher than previous lows with bullish back tests of key levels, and then you got a higher high certainly than the previous high, and now you're working on trying to make the higher low would be, even if the sellers push the price to 256, 249, it still would be a higher low than the previous discernible low. So that's kind of just the issue with the market right now. Many altcoins are in the same situation where they could lose another 40-50% of their value, and their midterm, like long-term uptrends would still be intact. They wouldn't be in jeopardy yet. So this is just the BNB chart right now. They're keeping it propped up around $300. And no price action yet. And you got to understand, even if you did break out, you got some upside potential to around 330, 350. That's about it. But hey, I mean, hey, look, dude, an inverse head and shoulders was identified, a spring back test was identified. It happened, and then it performed unbelievably well. So that's good. So that means if we're maybe witnessing some downsloping consolidation in an uptrend, there could be some really good consequences of that in the coming weeks. And this consolidation's been ongoing since December 28th, when buyers pushed the price to a very real inflection point, a reversal point where it's happened almost unlimited times. It happened again, but good news is what's happened after is pretty nice tight consolidation. Okay, BNB, not bad. Let's look at Solana. Solana, had that wedge type structure, broke it. It's been flat. I mean, it's trading at the same price when I was live last, which was 4 or 5 days ago. So it just, I think anything above $80, $89 is good. Like anything Bitcoin above 40K, 42K is good. Same with Sol, and the upside potential 124 to 130 again for a second test. They'll probably eventually try to retest that, but you got to wonder, will they retest 80 to confirm a bottom before going to 124, or are they just going to run this thing to 124, 130 without like a nice check back here? But you can't say that the buyers have not. I mean, the levels have not been respected well. It's beautiful, as you saw at $58, and now you saw at 125 late December, and now you're seeing kind of in throughout the month of January. So you're just kind of slightly above it. The Sol network went down for how many hours? How many hours was it down? 3 to 6 hours. Just nothing going on, and good to see that it didn't collapse like Monero did. So, yep, flat. Not much going on. Let's go to XRP. XRP, I can't believe it, man. Can you? Can you believe that they're somehow propping the price up at the 786, at the PRZ of the bullish Gartley, at the key inflection point that I'll just show you? It just goes back to 2018, 2019, but you are certainly below the lows from 2021, which I hate that. I really want to see XRP get back above 51.6 cents. Let's see if the buyers could maybe do that. And then you really could be onto something. I mean, this is always how it looks. This is always how it feels before completed validation and collapse to 39 cents. This is always how it looks. This is always how it feels before buyers come in and they manufacture the type 2 return. And this is where a huge rally to 76 cents happens. Every chart, it just most of the time is like this, where it's so scary and there's days spent at that support, at that pattern completion zone, 786 and 1414. They're just not coming in. And I don't know, Bitcoin's been catching bids. Ethereum's been catching some bids, and no one's really buying XRP. No one's really doing anything here. It's a terrible performer, and just because even if this plays out, it's still probably always going to underperform most other altcoins that are higher market cap. Like, I think this will eternally underperform Sol, eternally underperform Ethereum, Bitcoin. Oh my god, it's Mama Ivy! Oh my god! Oh, it feels so good! Court coin hype. And before, like, I inadvertently talked into shilling a real S coin. Is that real?
Court coin hype.
Pinky finger up, everybody. Okay. Good lord. Yeah, I gotta get something going, man. Yeah, tough crowd, man. I hope y'all are all enjoying your Tuesday, wherever you are, and hopefully your life is a little more active than some of these cryptos, right? Outside of Monero. Hopefully your life is not pulling a Monero, because if it is, deep thoughts and prayers for you. Thank you, Mama Ivy, for the $69. Yeah, we gotta change that Binance coin. I don't know. Maybe we don't have to change the Monero contribution in the tip jar, and, like, you know, I think it's like $10 variation for Monero, 10 to 14. We gonna have to get rid of that now and go with something. I don't know. Monero's logo is pretty cool. So it's raining cats and dogs. Yeah, that would be because of Pineapple Express, Paul Revere. The atmospheric rivers, they would say. But, you know, like, Pineapple Express is really not that uncommon. I think what I read, I don't know, Mesogamma might have to back me up, like 6-7 times a year you get the Pineapple Express rivers, atmospheric rivers. So yeah, I know, like LA, South Cali, man, you know, like 7-8 inches of rain. Brad, you getting that? Yeah, really, a coin so private it's not even listed anymore. Dang, man, super private. Don Cristo says Monero will recover. Okay, well, go ahead and buy it right now, and then show us the evidence, and then we will take note of that. We'll pin it in the Discord, okay? What's up, Victor? Thank you so much, man. I don't know. I mean, vacation, man. It's vacation, I guess. All right, so anyway, sorry about XRP sucking, but it's like right at a reversal point. And just for the record, a couple of y'all said, like, Scott Carney's live too. I had no idea. I'm not even thinking about other people's schedules and time. It's like I'm an hour later than Miami now, and I've got something going on. So I'm just going live when I kind of can, so I can have continuity, social continuity down here. So if he's live, tell him I say hello from St. Barths, and I'm sorry I just, like, if I know he's live, I'm gonna try not to go live. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my god, can we please? I don't have my soundboard.
Mama Ivy tipped $900. St. Bart's Jesus.
Hello? Is anybody out there? Is this stream on? I know it's Tuesday. I know it's like 11:53 Eastern, right? Is it? No, 12:53 Eastern. I know it's like, I know. But holy crap. Mama Ivy, I'm just saying, you were $100 away from the Ultra Instinct Jesus chimes that we never hear. Just saying. You were this close. You could have combined that, and then we would have heard the most beautiful Gregorian Jesus chimes ever. But unbelievable. Unbelievable, dude. Okay, so, wow. I don't even know what to say. That's kind of unreal. So no one wants to stay on XRP anymore. So we'll, like, kind of continue a little bit. ENS, a news-driven catalyst, happened. They partnered with GoDaddy or something, and ever since then it's been, hi, this is a news-driven catalyst. But it's pretty cool to see a news-driven catalyst happen as they put in a local, right? What we always want to see, even if you're not going to trade it, if you're going to trade it, you want it. But if you're not going to trade it, okay, let's observe and see the power of the local confirmation low, right? Where you have one small wave and then the second small wave, right? It's like X, A, B, C. You always want to see that, man. I think the probability of your outcome is always better when you get confirmation highs or confirmation lows. Like, forget the first time. No one knows. It's scalper world, and it's not going to be a sustained run. And if it is, who cares? You just wait for the second one. But like, great to see that ENS actually partnering with a publicly traded company and trading at its highest price since mid-January, which was I don't know, apparently Russian Christmas or something. And that's kind of like a level of candle high close back from February 2022. I think breaking that, you could easily see $26 again, $25.92. There's really, you got to understand, like, there's just not much here. If you're breaking this level you're currently testing and trying to break right now, outside of that May 2022 high, $36 to $40 up there next. Pronouns. Y'all is a pronoun, right? Yeah, y'all is certainly a pronoun. That is what I identify as, y'all. Pat Murphy, love the support, man. Thank you for the kind words. Delov, Derek is in Idaho. My God, it's probably the absolute polar opposite of St. Barths, Idaho. What's the temperature in Idaho right now? And tonight, what's the temperature in Idaho going to be? Coca-Cola, what's up? Crypto, Cockatoo. Good to see y'all. I know I've been gone a few days, but this literally, I'm just telling y'all candidly, this is the most spontaneous trip of my entire life. I mean, it was like I didn't even know I was going, and I was on the plane. It was like, what? How am I on the plane and I don't even know I'm going? It was like that abrupt. So yeah, unreal. What happens when you just say yes to things? But who would say no? All right, so I guess we can move on. I don't know. Storage is up 6%. See, look, it's the dragon to a degree. It's a dragon. Probably going to go test 69 to 75 cents again. You ever break that 92 cents plus? Okay, just having a good day. Like, dragon season's kind of still going on, right? Dragon season. Dang, man. H bar is up 4.2% today. Is it a joint? But like, you can see the level. It's so freaking real. So are they testing it twice? Are we going to 6 cents? I don't think there's much you can really do here. Nothing actionable. Remember, you had unlimited opportunities. From set, like, it was really like, I mean, October and then November, December, and then there were no more opportunities.
Peace. Dow needs a Caribbean vacation. It's coming.
Okay, well, if you do a Caribbean vacation, I'm telling you, you want to do St. Barths. You do not want to go to the other islands. Believe me, there's like, when you come here, you will understand. If you've been to the Caribbean, you understand, like, oh, I could get stabbed, I could get robbed, bad things could happen to me on many of these islands for certain reasons, but this island is different, and I'm just telling y'all because y'all are my people. I'm not going to be going like, telling random strangers about this, but this is the island, St. Barths. Okay, I didn't know. I really didn't know. I've learned learned things over the past I don't know, a few days. So Uniswap up 4%, and here we go. We still have the failed Head and Shoulders. Right, like the buyers defended the neckline, and you could be headed to $7 again. You break $7, you break this right shoulder. That completely invalidates the idea of the Head and Shoulders. So it's cool. This is what busted Head and Shoulders end up looking like, but you got to catch some follow through because things happen. I've seen before where instead of Momo shift, it's just like the inverse where we see it on Shopify and all these stocks. You end up making a lower high, and all of a sudden, it's classic distribution. So you got to be really mindful. You got to like be paying attention to these charts, man, because right, swing highs and swing lows represent things. And just like, again, like a lot of times, I don't know, it just is how it is, just from seeing it so many times over the years. The Momo shift turns into accumulation, right? The Head and Shoulder, the inverse Head and Shoulders goes into 1, 2, 3 valleys. Same thing, classic distribution. It could turn into that. If Bitcoin has problems, but for now, the Head and Shoulders is not valid because Head and Shoulders becomes valid when the neckline's broken, and it certainly never broke. So I see Uniswap up today. Remember, Uniswap is a weekly trade setup that was posted literally back in October. Weekly, like talking, the trade setup was posted on the weekly because it's so visible, and only one target of the 3 were achieved. I think 867 was the second. Third was maybe like $12 or something. So again, if you have, so what's like gonna win the day? Is it gonna be this Head and Shoulders structure that's been in development, so we'll say about 2 months, or 2 months, so 60 days versus a bullish Gartley bat that was in development for 500 days. That would be like a cycle reversing, I think, structure. So the trend could have already majorly reversed, and this is the type of stuff that happens, right? Like bearish reversals and bullish trends are not reliable and they underperform. So it's not performing. It's not reliable right now. Like if the Head and Shoulders is reliable, the sellers capture prices below the neckline, but they haven't yet. So we're all right. I haven't looked at GRT in a while. I don't know. GRT, like, it's below the level you want to see it desperately above. Like, you gotta, like, you can't really be that excited about GRT till it's back above 17.4 cents. So currently skating below it, up about 3%. SNX, falling wedge. Ooh. You gotta wonder here, man. Because you have, though you don't have any sort of deep retrace, you have, like, a pretty moderate, like, it's like maybe a 50% retrace from the low to high. Low to high. 618, right? So you are, wow, think about it like this. You're at the golden retrace. You have one low, you have a second low. We have a local low, which is always what you're looking for if you can help it. And on the second low, you certainly have, I mean, like, right? You certainly have seller exhaustion, right? Like one low, then the second slightly lower low with lower levels of negative momentum. And that implies, right, impending price action reversal. And really, I mean, like, without adjusting, like, so I haven't really touched this trend lines. Like, it was like one on the top, you know, one on the top, and then one, let's see if it's like, gosh dang, man, like one on the top, two here at the second anchor point, December 28th, and then you got another test in January, mid-January, early mid-January, and now you're testing the supply line again of this wedge. So there's clearly more downside potential if, you know, like the market doesn't do well. I think Bitcoin's going to dump and keep chopping or whatever. Certainly could see SNX just dump again, but the MACD histogram looks good. RSI isn't anything. RSI is giving us no readings. Nothing. It's very neutral. No bullish divergence. Nothing. Okay, so but they're really trying to defend this candle high close from mid-March. This was tested in July of last year, mid-March 2023. And then July 2023. They're trying to hold it. So it is a bullish consolidation structure in what would be possibly considered a new trend, an uptrend, a long-term uptrend. You're in a short-term downtrend, which is the consolidation. It's not bad. I think, like, eventually, whether it goes down to 250 first or it's going to break out now, I think it'll probably end well. It will probably most likely make higher lows than the lows we saw in June of last year and October of last year. So we're all right. We are okay. Neo, you know, it's kind of not where you really, it's, you know, the lowest risk levels were like 670 or 1122. Highest risk areas around 1342, 1380. I guess the only silver lining what's good about this one is they failed, right? And they confirmed the failure of the top of the range, and then the drawdown began. And the good news is that, well, you know, there's just not much selling pressure coming in. Like, buyers are somehow defending this local low from November of last year, and that's about it. So still above the 200-day moving average. I guess the good news is the bearish divergence played out, but it's not really doing much. I think no matter what happens, Neo, like many or most of the other altcoins, will end up making higher lows than the previous lows that we saw in October. They'll pivot and they'll run again. They'll retest the highs, and they might break them and run to their highest highs. And like the M-shapes declare the absolute trend reversal, where we were in such a bear trend for like a year plus. Yeah, maybe a couple years. Privacy should not be the future. Privacy should be the future. All right. Nice conflicting opinions. Privacy should always be the present. Everyone has the right to privacy, except Klaus Schwab, the neo-communist. You know, he says, if you have nothing to hide, you should have nothing to fear. Yeah, spoken like a true commie. Yeah, that's communist. Those are different ideologies. Those are the enemies, chat. They're not your friend. You do not want anything to do with those people. They're awful, evil people. Okay. So Tron, another world. It's in another dimension than the entire crypto market. There's nothing like Tron. Justin Sun has picked so many boogers that he has made billions. Okay, he's been digging for gold. He struck gold. That he has the Communist Chinese Party behind him, I guess, and this thing is beginning to go parabolic. Right? You're talking about the leg up. This is what parabola looks like, where you have a demand line where they test. First off, the spring back test was unbelievable. Spring back test of spring, got to hand it to them, the old level from 2018. But then the higher lows, testing a demand line over and over. Then all of a sudden, you can see it right here, the utter failure from the sellers. Well, not utter, it was very close. They finally failed to test the demand line again. There was just a little too much demand because there was a historical ice line right there. I mean, it was like back from 2022. They tested and held it, and their run happened. And so now look at the angle of ascent. We have a new angle of ascent, and it's pretty impeccable, right? You go from that low right there to now all these new swing lows, and you can see we've legged up. Angle of ascent, steepened. You broke out of this like rectangle consolidation. So we are going parabolic on Tron. Tron has tested a key level from 2021. You are currently today at multi-year highs. If they are able to break this with follow-through, I don't see why there wouldn't be an easy run to 16 cents. Welcome to the effing show where Tron is king. And it's been kind of king. Okay? Wow. Golden boogers, chat. I think Justin Sun, he's come a long way since he was in that hotel room with a scuffed webcam. I mean, literally like giving an interview and picking his boogers while he's giving the interview. I mean, I've never in my life seen anything like it. Tron University, I'm going to probably enroll in the next few days. It's probably over, okay? So just continuing. We're just doing a little update. I've been live now, what is it, 35 minutes. I probably got 25 more minutes to do this. Look, another, like, it looks like a bearish reversal, like a big, nasty one, too. And the sellers have just been unable to do anything. Nothing. But remember, what preceded that? The massive M-shaped trade setup, bullish divergence on the Type 2 return at the support. It was wonderful. The first target and the second target of the trade setup got hit. But the third target did not get hit. And that's okay. So he's going sideways, rectangling, between 72 cents and $1. And I think eventually 130 will get hit, the third target of the trade setup. I think harmonics that have developed over 300 to 500 days like this are like kind of cycle reversing structures. We don't know yet, like Uniswap, Matic, HBAR, like they, trade setup wise, great, couple targets, but if they're cycle reversing, they'll exceed the third target, and they will probably double from even the third target of the setup. You just don't know as the trader. We're not acting like we know. Privacy's dead. Deal with it. Okay. All right. I guess I will deal with it. All right. So should we switch it over to a little bit of stonks, or should we look at like DYDX? That's just been kind of like, this is really big deal, man. Like I get it, man. Like you're probably exhausted with looking at DYDX, talking about it, hearing about it. But this is not like fake news, man. You have to look. It's not my opinion. It's like the top of the trading range was manufactured in August of 2022. You see the top in the reversal. And then you see the identical reversal that happened many months later. Same price. Reverse to the bottom. Look at what reversed. The exact price from, look at the bottom of the range, June 2022, $1. Then it goes down December 2022, $1. And then reverses. Okay, so that's the range, top and bottom. And as you can see right now, scaled in, you have the buyers yesterday, massive engulfing candle, breaking a supply line. They broke the ice line, the top of the trading range. Confirmed, and today back testing the breakout. I don't know, you're chopping around, but these are just very, like, this is one of the best looking cryptos right now based on like Wyckoff accumulation, Bulkowski through rising valleys, classic accumulation, right? I mean above the 200-day moving average, probably above the 50. Oh, just below the 50. Okay. So it could be better. It could be a little better. But, you know, we're talking like maybe 5-10 cents, you'll be above the 50. But that right there is beautiful. Okay. So, yeah. DYDX looks golden, but, you know, Bitcoin's got to play ball. Bitcoin cannot collapse. Otherwise, this will fail miserably. So, great level. I think it's kind of lower risk. It's the backup. I think you're concluding the backup phase of Wyckoff accumulation phase D. Yeah, so we switch to some stocks so we can look. Some stocks. Yeah, well, I think Tilray, very interesting. Are we working on a type 2 return here on the bullish shark at all-time lows, which is blah, yeah, whatever. You always you're looking for harmonics to complete and the type 2 returns to occur at like key ice lines supports, but it is like this is what stuff looks like. I mean, we could very well be looking at the Tilray comet, right? With the naked eye and a telescope. We could be looking at it right now. It could go a little lower. It could come like a bad day tomorrow. It's up 7.7% today. You can just keep chopping. But like, as long as I think it stays above 160, you are in the midst of working on a type 2 return of the harmonic framework, the Scott Carney harmonic framework. Whether it's a high or low. I mean, tell me what's much different from Tilray right now from H-bar months ago. What's the difference? A massive drawdown, destroyed. Type 1, type 2, slightly higher low. Even locally, you got one low, the second low. Not much difference. Really not. Yeah, you know, like some Chinese stocks. I mean, they're pumping today, man. They're really going hard. And it probably has nothing to do with China and the economy. It's really the communist Chinese just printing money, devaluing their currency, and they're propping up their own market. That's about it. Well, Spotify up 3.5% today. Had earnings, good earnings, but look, as you can see, opened at 241 and is now at the lows of the day and looking for a gap fill. I don't think this is going to be some sort of breakaway gap. The run you had was so incredible. But anything above 220 long enough, I'd be the least surprised person in the world to see $293 to $300. If you can keep the price, the buyers can keep the price above that level long enough. So, airline companies doing well today. Weight Watchers, oh my god, it's so crazy. Look at that, dude. Can you believe that at a level from history where a major reversal occurred from years ago, they have come in again. And now you see Weight Watchers of 8.57%. No, I'm good. I'm not going to go to Jamaica. We're good, dude. St. Barths. Yeah. Why would I go to Jamaica when I can go to St. Barths, dude? Okay. Tal Education's just been going nonstop. Okay, you know, it had been. Remember, it was a trade setup, educational moment where a breakout, you see a structural development above an old, like, resistance. And it's been on a great run since then. It's probably not done. Probably going to $14, $18.70 maybe to fill a gap. Whatever. China to me. China, Carvana up 7+%. My God. What are they doing here? This level 40.20, is that a joint? Seems like it might be a joint. Oh, the left shoulder, head, right shoulder? Yeah, maybe. Momentum shifting back into the hands of the buyers after the miserable failure from buyers to, you know, break out. Sellers took over, but clearly not near enough sellers because very well the complete trend could have reversed. You are in a long-term uptrend now. Everything's higher highs, higher lows. The most recent discernible event on the Carvana chart is the highest low of the run, trading with the 200. Everything's like good, man. Probably gonna go test 54, 57 again. So check PM. Yeah, I have limited screens here. Yeah, a lot of new members or like continuation and Scuba Steve, Cosmic Server, Crypto Shrooms, JKH, Will, David S, Max, Ricky A, Jillian G, Red Bull, Crypto Ghost, Eric B, Bitcoin with a K 2020, Matt PG, thank you for the first month, Godsu, Echo Leaf, NBF, Dr. Colossus. Thanks so much over the past 4 or 5 days that I've been unable to stream. Thank you all for renewing or joining for the first time. Mainly all renewals, a couple first timers. So thank you all so much for supporting this 100% crowdsourced stream, because I guess I could shill a bunch of scams to y'all. I guess that's how we could do the formula, but I'd prefer it's just voluntary. Hey man, if you want to contribute to the stream, you do it. If not, that's fine. I think it's a lot better. You get in a lot of trouble promoting stuff. I have no idea, like, S-Coin, or even like, whatever. It's like a feat. It's like a badge of honor getting to do that. So I like keeping it going. Appreciate y'all. Okay. Ford Motors was at a key level. My God, you gotta wonder what this is gonna manifest into, where the sellers violated a key support that is undeniable. The buyers recaptured it, and now they have confirmed its validity as support again, and that's called the Springs backtest of Spring. Very powerful technical indicator that can have insane consequences with a huge run. I think like if this holds, there's a gap at like 1150, but if it holds, easy 1439. So that's an ongoing development on Ford Motors. Okay, cool story, bro. ODFL up 3% today. Yes, sir. This is a trade setup. This is what I'm talking about. This is why you watch the stream. This is why I started doing this stuff. This is why it's so fun. Okay? You have an old all-time high from 2021 that was violated briefly. Buyers defended it. They backtested it once, then twice. Then all of a sudden we have a structural development that we know very well called the Three Rising Valleys. Potential Three Rising Valleys. Recognizable pattern. Predictable pattern, above the 200-day moving average, actionable, low risk, easy to manage your risk with a stop loss somewhere marginally below that old all-time high, and you let it ride, and guess what? ODFL going for its highest daily candle close since September, and quite possibly is on the cusp of price discovery breakout. Welcome to the effing show. Yeah, this is what traditional technical analysis is. Not knowing where something's going, but being able to recognize accumulation, understanding what higher lows represent, and understanding where the higher lows are being put in. Is it somewhere important? Is it somewhere random? When it's important, then you can strategize an entry and stop loss. So let's see this keep rolling. Okay, I'll have an alert set up. We keep going, up 3% today. It looks like it'll probably be headed higher. You survived earnings, which is very important. Had to survive earnings. And now we're running after. So that's great news. Fan-freaking-tastic. Occidental Petroleum, energy's up today. This is like you're at the low risk, manageable areas for an entry, stop loss, take profits, and max upside.
Enjoy the backup. Thumbs up.
Is that like a slap in the face? Thank you. AJFG97. Dang, man, I guess that's how much you value my analysis. 250, right? Because, Google takes 30%, then the IRS takes 37%, then it's like, oh, okay. So it's like, it's a $2 analysis. Yeah, we could maybe look at it, maybe not. I don't know. We have rules, so I can't really, deviate from those rules. Anyway, so I'm just trying to do TA, again, contribute or not, it doesn't matter. It's like we're just going.
Street Barths, brother.
Thank you, Johnny, for the 420. Is that a joint? Thank you, dude. Really appreciate that, man. So yeah, right, it's bouncing. The buyers are coming in a little bit, and it's all at the lower levels. You're not at the top, right? You're not at the top of the range. When you're at the bottom of the range, you inherently have maximum upside potential, because that's at least 67, 60, but then after that, 73. That's how you can target. 67 first target, second target 73, possibly 87 is your third target eventually. It's good to see that. PayPal up 2.4%. Remember, this is like a wedge that broke out. It is not in an uptrend. There is no uptrend. This is a bearish trend. But maybe, just maybe, momentum is shifting back into the hands of the buyers. They're trying to recapture this 200-day moving average. It's starting to level out. Again, outside of the structure that you've been confined in. PayPal's been confined in since August 2022. So it's an interesting chart. I mean, like, everyone hates PayPal, but things are kind of happening here and something to pay attention to. Okay? ConocoPhillips, mother of God. You can't even make this up right now anyway. There's a demand line that goes back to July 2022, anchor point 1, anchor point 2, March 2023. Look at this. The sellers violated it, the buyers recaptured it, and now the buyers are successfully, for now, defending that demand line, reconfirming its validity. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. That's where you could have max upside, like 124 up there. Yeah. Very interesting. Now, you don't have any help on the oscillators on this one. Okay. There are probably better ones, but still. Pretty cool. Man. What was it? A Halliburton up 0.8%? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's still a valid dragon. This little pullback after the dragon happens. Let me show you. Right here. You had one just like it, where you had the low, the lower low. They had to put in like a higher low. And so maybe, just maybe, you're getting that type of dragon. Like where the like emphasis on the drag, because it's dragging on. But maybe it concludes with a higher low than the previous low. Just like we saw on the last dragon. Okay. Maybe possibly it's a reversal. That's a doji star reversal. Bearish abandon or bullish abandon doji star. Yeah, that's potential reversal going on right now. We'll see. Oh, thinking about like ones where like, okay, let Tesla check on that. It's been terrible. Oh, it's so bad. I don't know. I really think it's not great. I'm not looking for lower highs, lower lows on things. I'm looking for higher highs, higher lows, back tests of levels of support. This is just, they're trying to defend 180. That's all that's going on right now. There's no discernible edge. There's no bullish divergence at any way to say that. It's just there. It's at a support. Not actionable for long. You won't believe me when I show you target, but something very interesting's happened here. Okay, look at this. So this old level from June 2022, it was support. It then flipped to resistance twice, one time, two times, confirmation high, and then look, it is now flipped to support. You got to wonder if there will be consequences of buyers recapturing and then redefending the level, reconfirming the validity of the level. There could be max upside. I mean, target could go to 184, and you just see whatever. It should run to the top of the range, and it's a trade, and it's over. You exit, and it's done. 179 to 184. Okay, not bad. Hasbro, the bros of the Has. You are a very interesting point. It may not play out, but you just can't. You cannot deny the fact that $48 to $50 is so real on this chart. Let me show you. You go back. It's a swing high back from December of 2010, man. What were you doing then? 2010. It was a swing high, swing low in 2014, and one time, the second time, confirmation low, then a higher low after the confirmation low, right? So that level, the bros, this is like people are deflated. It's a lower low, but the lower low, the buyers are coming in and they're really trying to defend here. It could be a lower low double bottom. If it does succeed, it's an easy $65 target. So one to really keep an eye on is Hasbro, whatever. Walmart's been hitting all-time highs. It hit all-time highs 2 days ago, and doesn't look like it's done. It does seem very real that you're going to see a 1272 at 172.92 soon. This channel is very, very real. What a beautiful uptrend. I mean, 144, 179, and then the 1618. I can't even see. It's so freaking bright out here. 188. Okay. Top of the channel. Moving target, probably 189, 190. So, yep, good stuff. Oh, no, this is not Florida, man. Not Florida. Damn, man, I got a lot of text. What? Someone DraftKings? Yeah, we'll look at DraftKings. Who cares? There's nothing to do here. It's just unbelievable. Like, it's nearing target, like major stupid fib targets, like major golden zone, approaching 43, 44. The upside so limited on this because the time to long was in January 2023. Like many other tech stocks. This is not a tech stock, but many stocks at the end of 2022, beginning of 2023, had developed incredible, impeccable, recognizable, predictable patterns at key levels after massive drawdowns and corrections where there was value. There is no value now on something like DraftKings. It is just gone to moon, and it could continue, but just approaching a level. Look, a key reversal point from June of 2020. After that, when it did that a couple of times, it sold off all the way to 2770. So they're just saying it's been really amazing so far. Since this should be a freaking NFT if gas fees weren't broken. Okay, was Hilton making all-time highs again, man? I don't know. That's so freaking hot. You know, yeah, all-time highs 2 days ago, and looks like you're working on trying to go higher. I mean, it does look like some divergence. You're above the 1414, 1618's all the way up like $200, 204. Nothing to do. It's just impulse, crazy, psycho phase. You're just running, man. And it looked like things might have been over, but nope. Continuing on like it was freaking nothing. Okay, we can look at the big four before I get out of here. Let's look at Apple real quick. The Unreal. Oh my God. So this could be actionable. They survived earnings. Okay. So, and there you go. Like, it's not much. It's really not much, but it's something you can work with as a swing trader. Forget one time. It's always the second time. One time, second time. Earnings. What do they do? It was an open at 180, and it was below this key old all-time high, 2021, but they recaptured it. They might back test it too. But I'm just saying, right, it's always better when you got the second low locally, and this could very well be on its way to $100 or $200, or at least all-time highs from here. What are you doing? You're confirming accumulation, right? Because these two lows are higher than these lows, which are higher than these lows down here. I think you're in good shape. I think Apple's fine, and it's probably going to run again. There will be a rotation from these semiconductors probably back into Apple at some point. It's in a great trend, and it's locally just done something pretty freaking nice, confirming what was an old all-time high. Resistance is now support. Gotta admire Apple. Apple chart looks pretty good. Google, that was doing things. It was great. It pulled back. It hit the demand line of the friggin' channel. And it's trying to rally a little bit off of that, but it is below. You want to see Google break 146 to 150. And then this promised land, then it's price discovery. But, I mean, what do you want, man? This was a trade setup that was posted back in March. Look, classic accumulation, spring back test, everything you could dream of. Hidden bullish divergence in the third valley. Everything was good. Third target got hit only like late January. Maybe like 6 weeks ago. Or no, I'm sorry. Maybe like 3 weeks ago. Google's third target. Or maybe that was Amazon. Which, speaking of Amazon, was doing things on, last week. It was just going nuts and still elevated. But Amazon, on February 2nd, hit the third target of the trade setup that was posted literally back in May of 2023. Off the inverse head and shoulders, the piercing line, Japanese candlestick reversal at the key inflection point from history. I mean, just all right. Google, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, that was killing it, and is still killing it. 1414 fib extension. And if it's going to continue, you got a 433, 1618 target. Showing a little bit bearish divergence to the MACD histogram. All right, whatever. Okay, cool. So those are the big four. We'll look at Nvidia because Nvidia is king. I'm just rushing through these because, and then look, here we are. Okay, if we could play Jesus Chimes, I would right now because the 2618 from the high to the low was 682. And a massive bearish engulfing candle is being painted today. You got to wait probably for tomorrow to see some follow through to confirm it. But it looks like they're trying to fill a gap. Gosh, so many mosquitoes, man. But no bearish divergence or anything. It's just up, and it's so elevated. It's like a freaking gamble, man. It's like you're just this could very well be a short-term reversal where you have a slight pullback and make a higher low and run again later. There you have it, man. That's kind of like your updates today. What's this one here? Only Rebel Lows?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, call the cops, man. Alright. So, guys, it's been fun. I just wanted to come by and say hello from paradise. We're about to go to the beach. And, frankly, I can't feel bad about that. So, I wish I could take y'all with me, but, you know, I have Instagram, so follow me on Instagram if you want to see my in real life my more personal side. Check it out to see the sights and the sounds of St. Barths. But here it was the sights and sounds of the TA from St. Barths. So appreciate y'all. Thanks so much for coming out. And I'll see what I can do. I mean, man, I really do hope we get some price action here. It would make me, you know, I'd be coming back, dude. I'd be coming back on here. Not sure how many streams I'll do here, but I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will just return later. So, until next time, respect the TA.